Hello and welcome everyone to 171st weekly webinar series of AABN. It is indeed a testament to the virtues of technology that we can implement and adapt to new working methods to continue delivering on our mandates. Technology and innovation have enabled many of us to a great degree. As someone once said, the show must go on. Not that this is a show, but I appreciate your effort to get together virtually. I especially thank the AABN core committee members for your support. We are here truly as one networking community. We do our best when we do it together. So this is a good first step in the right direction to forge synergy between all of us for one goal we all want to achieve, that is to promote networking. Before we begin this webinar, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all of you who sincerely committed to this event to make it a success. This event would have been impossible without the support of each one present here. At AABN, webinars are organized and conducted for the entrepreneurs and general audience to gain insight and information that would remain effective in their life, exercises, and work. Each topic for discussion and debate are chosen, keeping in mind the interest of our entrepreneurial community. The last webinar was based on embracing circular economy for a greener future, which was graced with positive feedbacks from the participants. The topic for today's panel discussion is implementing circular solutions for effective waste management. Transitioning to a circular economy offers a promising solution. Circular economy aims to minimize waste generation and maximize resource efficiency by keeping materials in use for as long as possible. Implementing eco-friendly waste management solutions is key to achieving this vision. Today, our panelists will explore innovative approaches and strategies that promote sustainable waste management practices, contributing to a circular economy and reducing the burden on our environment. This session will be moderated by Mr. Suresh Mariasullo. AABN is a freshly expanded group of professionals with fresh goals. No wonder we also got some awesome panelists with fresh perspectives. Let me extend a very warm welcome to a panelist, Dr. T. Veerapadman, founder and secretary, Save Tirupur Movement, Ms. I. Priyadarshini, founder and CEO, Wastewind Foundation, Dr. B. Tanuja, CEO and founder, Axiamo and Associate Professor, Department of Humanities and Sciences, Sri Sai Ram Engineering College, and Ms. K. Srividya, team member, Eco Chakra AABN. Dr. Veerapadman teaches psychology, but his passion is to clean the environment. He is the founder and secretary of Save Tirupur Movement and has done tremendous work in creating awareness about solid waste management, working with both government agencies as well as private bodies. He has a PhD in psychology and social work from the Bangalore University. He works as a development consultant for Unati, a project of CSR, corporate social responsibility, to help the educated and uneducated youth above 18 years to get them jobs based on their qualification. Voice for India, Dear Trust, they are working with the transgender and sexual minorities in Bangalore and having counseling centers and residential care unit. Grace, working for the street rag pickers and the children. Wow, well thought of waste, working for the waste management. He was a professional member of All India Social Workers Forum from 2001 in Delhi, Karnataka Social Workers Association from 2010, International Interfaith Peace Committee from 2013 in Seoul, South Korea. Ms. Priyadarshini has a bachelor's degree in printing technology from Avinash Lingam Deemed University. She is a social activist and an entrepreneur, and she is the founder and CEO of Wastewind Foundation, a non-profit organization for helping marginalized waste pickers. Wastewind is focused on solid waste management and has been empaneled as a service provider for wet waste and dry waste for bulk waste generated by Greater Chennai Corporation and Tirupur Panchayat Union. They transport, collect, and process municipal solid waste from bulk waste generated, ensuring 100% legal compliance. They have capacity to process 7 metric tons of organic waste and 10 metric tons of dry waste per day involving rag pickers. Wastewind created world record in most type of sorting of recyclables. She has conducted several sessions on waste management to several academic institutions. She has been successful in source segregation of waste in Chennai, Chengalpet and Kanchipuram district, covering more than 50,000 houses. She has several awards to her credit, and a few notable among them are Best Women Entrepreneur Award, Tamil Women Entrepreneur Award, Iconic Personality Award, etc. Dr. B. Tanuja is an associate professor in the Department of Humanities and Sciences and specializes in chemistry. She has been working in the education management industry. She has exceptional skill in environmental science, material science, medical chemistry, physical chemistry, and organic chemistry. She's a strong education professional with a Doctor of Philosophy focused in organic chemistry from Wales University. She has organized several workshops, seminars, and also has several publications in the national and international journal to accredit. She has widely participated in national and international conferences and has several paper presentations to accredit. She is associated with UBA, IGEN, UHV activities. She is the CEO and founder of Aximo, Waste to Wealth Conversion, Floral Waste to Viable Products. She has also submitted a couple of patents which are still pending. She has several prestigious awards to her credit, and notable among them are Women Power India Award 2023, NIEP Green Action 2022, IGEN Green Award 2021, and Best Teacher Award. Waste is wealth is a mantra followed and practiced by Sri Vidya in her daily activities. She motivates others through multiple categories of source segregation and converting the kitchen waste into useful manure and bioenergy at household level. She has been certified as a peer group educator for Swachh Bharat Mission and has been awarded the Swachh Ambassador by Madurai Corporation for her contribution to the environmental well-being. Sri Vidya has received the award from JCA Madurai Meenakshi in the category Agriculture in the year 2021 for her contribution to organic farming through waste management. Sri Vidya is an active volunteer and Speak to Us mental health helpline that provides online support to people in psychological distress and mental health concerns. Sri Vidya is very passionate about environment conservation and conducts awareness programs in many schools, colleges, and to general public across the country. She is currently the consultant cum trainer for composting activities in MS Sellamuthu Trust and Research Foundation Madurai and other institutions. She has been awarded the Woman of the Year in the International Women's Day 2022 presented by MS Sellamuthu Trust and Research Foundation for her outstanding services in mental health helpline, promoting organic farming, and creating awareness on waste management. She believes that an individual can make a difference in the society by adopting a small change. I welcome all the panelists to this session here today. Today's panel discussion will be moderated by Mr. Suresh Mariaselvam, former advisor, Danida, UNFPA, UNDP. We thank Mr. Suresh Mariaselvam for his acceptance without hesitation to be our moderator in such a short notice. We assure the panel discussions will be beneficial and fruitful for everyone present here today. Thank you, and over to you, Mr. Suresh Mariaselvam.
Thank you, Gobi. It was a wonderful introduction given to the panelists. I'm very happy on the Sunday morning to welcome all the members of this wonderful group in India and abroad from various time zones. Those who are waiting to get it in YouTube also, a warm welcome. And today's session is a continuation of what we heard from Dr. Mangala Balasubramaniam last week about the circular economy, that is making a zero waste management. That is the prime source of this series. And there's a kind request, please mute all your microphones while the panelists are presenting their experiences, because these are all valuable experiences from varied circumstances. All four are from different dimensions, but working for a social class and the development of the community. So kindly request you to mute your microphones when they are presenting and listen to them, and raise your questions during the question hour. Take your questions, note down, and after all the four panelists present their experiences and views, then we'll have a question hour, and you can mention the name of the panelist and you can raise your question, and the panelist will respond to your question. And to start with the session, I just want to share with you a story. Of course, all the panelists know what it is, because I always mention this story every time I address this waste management strategy. Once Lord Buddha, while meditating in the synagogue after the prayer, a disciple approached him and asked for a new dress. And Buddha said, okay, you can go and get it from the store tomorrow. I'll inform them. So the next day, the disciple went and got his new dress. So after some time, Lord Buddha met him on the way and asked him, have you got your dress? And he said, yes, I got it. So what did you do with your old dress? He said, I have spread it on the bed. That's a bedspread. Oh, good. Then what did you do with the bedspread? And he said, I'm using that as a curtain, the welcome curtain. Oh, very good. So what happened to the curtain? He said, the curtain is a bit worn out. So I cut into 4 pieces. I'm using as a doormat. Oh, excellent. So what about the doormat? Doormats have become thready. So I cut down into 8 pieces and I'm using as a kitchen cloth, the kitchen. Oh, I see. So what about the kitchen cloth? Have you thrown it up? Said no. It's all threading, all threads are coming out. So I made wick for the lamp and I'm using the lamp. And one of the lamp is burning in your room. That's what the disciples said, and Lord Buddha was very happy. So this is what we are expecting, that is zero waste. That is the main source of a waste management, starting from one point to another point, not to waste. And if you have anything, you can give it to the people who need it. So that there are a lot of millions of people waiting for some kind of thing which they are not getting it. So if you have something and we can give it to them so that it can be used to the utmost utility and optimum utilization of the thing what we are buying, and we can reduce the waste uh, compilation also. So two things the panelists will be highlighting. One is responsible consumption. When you buy something, think twice, thrice whether you need it, whether it is very important. If you have already a product, whether it can be reused, repaired, and maximum utility can be made. That's one point. And second one is, even if that is not useful and it is not of any kind of use for you, then try to give it to some people who are in need of it. And third one is, wherever possible, we can make use of the possible green sources like public transportation, using a public transportation, or avoid carpooling if you are used to the carpooling. Make it wherever possible and switching out the lights, saving energy, and sensitizing the community and the youngsters. One unit of power needs so much of water to be burned and boiled, and then how much carbon footprint happens and how much it is affecting. So a small unit of one individual, when you compile to a community, may be a major source of waste management. So these are things we have to highlight. And looking into this perspective, all the four panelists, Dr. Veerabatman, who is uh, an expert in waste management and is a very good guide for all of us, a senior professor, and Priyadarshini, who is a fighter in the society, and Dr. Kananja, who is a researcher and always finding new avenues where he can take it. And then Sri Vidya, who is spreading the news among the youngsters about this waste management and the environment protection. So all the four are in different dimensions, talking about a source of information which will give us uh, elevation in the society. Thank you so much. Let me introduce Dr. Veerabatman. He is, of course, thanks to Gopi, he has given the full introduction. Beyond that thing, what is given in the profile, he is always ready to accept any invitation. So even though he has got a very important, whenever I called him last week also, I had this idea after Mangalam Madam session. I thought this should be expanded. And I immediately thought about Dr. Veerabatman, and I called him and immediately accepted without any hesitation. Yes, sir, definitely I will take it up. So that kind of person, he is an advisor to many of these corporations and many of the deemed universities, wherever they invite him, he always ready to go and sensitize the community as well as the youth. And his service to the community, especially in the field of waste management, is commendable. So I appreciate Dr. Veerabatman and I welcome him to come and present his views in this panel. Thank you so much. Over to you, Dr. Veerabatman.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay. Good morning. I am Dr.
Very good morning.
Veerabatman. As you
Very good
told,
morning.
thank you so much for your introduction to that. I am not worthy, but you people made me worthy. Thank you so much, Priyadarshini, Kanuja Madam, Gopi sir, and Maria Selvam, Vidya. Thank you. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
sir, sure.
Okay. So now I am from Tirupur. So we have started Save Tirupur movement 2017. From 2017, we are doing a lot of work. And in Bangalore, I started waste management 2008 when I was working in Christ University. So we started with only paper, dry waste paper. So I have started a handmade paper unit in Christ University, Jodhi Nivas, Bangalore, and Mount Carmel in Bangalore. There we are recycling paper. only paper. So we cannot say it's a waste management. Waste management includes a holistic waste management system. So we are doing mostly we are doing an awareness program in all over South India, and most of our interesting audience are students, college professors, and corporation, municipality, town panchayat, village panchayat staff, center inspectors, center supervisor, animators, uh, waste management workers, waste collectors, and all. Still now we have done most of the work in 12 corporation in Tamil Nadu under Tamil Nadu government. What we are doing, we are sensitizing the community with the help of corporation, municipality staff, and making them to make zero waste management. Zero waste management, it won't come immediately. So we have to do waste audit. I have done waste audit in 17 corporation and most of the 55 universities. Waste audit will give proper quantity of waste. What types of waste we are generating in the weekdays, weekend, and festival days. So like this, I am doing waste audit report, and I'm submitting report to all the government department according to the secretary's guidelines. According to waste, waste is not a waste unless I waste it. Always I will tell, Dhanichamada knows very well. So waste is not a waste unless I waste it. ஸோ சாப்பாடு போட்டாச்சு, இலையில வச்சாச்சு. பாவக்காய் யாருக்கு பிடிக்காது அப்படின்னா, கோபி சார் பாவக்காய் பிடிக்காதுன்னா, இப்போ கோபி சார் பாவக்காய் வேஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டாங்கன்னு அர்த்தம், அவ்வளவுதான். ஸோ வேஸ்ட் இஸ் நாட் வேஸ்ட் அன்லெஸ் ஐ வேஸ்ட் இட். Sensitized, knowledgeably, knowingly, I am wasting that material. So that's why what Maria Salam told, what I am going to buy, please, please, please think about thrice. ஸோ எனக்கு மண்ணுக்கு போடக்கூடாதுன்னு எது எது எனக்கு வயிற்றுக்கு எது எது எனக்கு பிடிக்குமோ அதை சாப்பிட்றேன். பட் ஆனால் மண்ணில் மட்டும் எல்லாத்தையும் போட்டுறேன். எல்லாரும் ஜீரணமாயிரும். பிளாஸ்டிக், சானிடரி வேஸ்ட், வேஸ்ட் எல்லாத்தையும் மண்ணில் போட்டுறேன்னு. நான் எப்போ என்னுடைய உடம்ப நான் எப்படி பார்க்கணும், அதை விட மேல்மையா என்னுடைய மண்ணை நான் பார்க்கணுமே. அப்போ எப்படி நம்ம நெக்ஸ்ட் ஜெனரேஷனுக்கு எதை நான் கொடுத்துட்டு போக போறேன். ஸோ அந்த பெர்ஸ்பெக்டிவ்ல தான் we are working with all the.
Sorry to interrupt, but there are audience who cannot understand Tamil, so they have sent a request to present it in
Okay,
English.
okay,
So
okay. Sorry,
that's a request.
one or two verses. Okay, so what I am going to buy? So I am going to shop. Everything's ready. My bike is ready. My helmet is ready. Money purse is ready. But I didn't take my cotton bags, cotton cloth. What I am expecting. I will go to shop. I will take carry bags. I will bring it to the house. I'll put it everywhere in things. Then after that, no life for carry bags. So till now, I have brought 25 carry bags to my house. So from this onwards, I can reduce 5. So like this, we have to reduce. So waste is not a waste unless we waste it. Okay. The waste, man, till now we were throwing the waste. Like that, unknowingly, we were throwing the waste all the streets, all the places. So without any simple waste management orientation knowledge. So hereafter, we are going to manage the waste. So management is very much needed in the waste management. So you see the village panchayat. No. So if we take village panchayat, I am living in the village panchayat. Here village panchayat generating 1 to 1.5 tons every day. So they could not manage. So then think about town panchayat, think about municipality, think about corporation. If we take Tirupur corporation, every day we are generating more than 700 tons. So all the corporations, they have place to dump it. But Tirupur corporation, they don't have place to dump. So dumping is not a scientific method for waste management. So dumping is unscientific waste management. So what in Tirupur they are doing? They are dumping in the quarries, stone quarries. So from that, so most of the stone quarries became the household apartments for somebody else. So please think about what kind of water quality they will be having. So whenever we throw the waste, we should realize it's not going to heaven. So it is going to lying in the land only. So like that we have to think. So we will apply the waste management system in the management. Next, so what is waste management? Waste management is safe, scientific, and proper method of disposal of waste daily with particular container without making any environmental harm. So proper waste we have to properly dispose with safe and scientific proper method. So I have seen in some of the apartments. So they are giving the sanitary waste in the wrapping the newspaper and give it to the waste collectors. That's not a proper solution. That's not a scientific way. So what we have done in the most of the apartment, we have given the orange color coated cloth bag to the household, every household, monthly 4 or 5. So they will put all the sanitary waste, diapers, napkin, condom, and everything in the orange color bag, and they will hand over to waste collector. If the waste collector will see the orange color bag, they will hand over to proper incineration project. So like that, we have to divide the waste and segregate the waste. Segregation is not needed. If you put the waste in the proper container, then no need to segregate. The waste management system is includes the holistic method. I am managing only paper, then we cannot say it's a holistic waste management. Holistic waste management includes all kinds of waste, including your sanitary waste. I have written the book for Tamil Nadu government. I have given to Mr. Dr. Maria Selvam Tanuja and Priyadarshini. So, former our Chief Secretary Ryan Busa released, CMA Ponnaya has received. So, in that book, I have given all kinds of waste, including human hairs. What we are going to do with the human hairs. So, what they are doing, who is recycling, where they are recycling, how we have to give the waste to every recycler, like that, everything I have given with strategically. So people need to understand waste management is integral part of everyday's life. So without waste management, without proper segregation, without proper disposal, we cannot say we are doing a waste management. So waste management needs a holistic approach. What do you mean by holistic approach? So holistic approach municipality should do. We are not a government, and also we are not a semi-government. So I am advising, I am giving training to all the corporation and commissioner, assistant commissioner everywhere in South India. Do the waste management in a holistic manner. Without holistic approach, we cannot channelize the waste management. So that kind of education we are giving to sensitizing the community and government people. And also we have started, Dr. Maria Selvam sir knows, we have started MBA waste management courses in PhD Coimbatore, Sri Krishna Coimbatore, and SRM University Katangulutur, Chennai. But unfortunately, in the SRM, so the SRM they disclosed, they discontinued the course. I don't know what happened, but it's definitely the students should know the MBA courses like MBA in waste management, because for those who completed MBA in waste management, they can be placed in a municipality and corporation sanitary department as a sanitary inspector, sanitary supervisor, and sanitary officers like that level. So in the syllabus, Maria Salom sir knows the syllabus is 100% perfectly designed. But we should promote. We will take to the again taking to the education department or UGC University Grant Commission to make it a syllabus for MBA based management. So it very much needed. Always we are talking about global warming, global warming. So global warming, global warming. That's global warming is it's not a climate change. So we have changed. We have changed our attitudes towards waste management. We have changed our behavior towards waste management. That's why the global change is happening. Global warming is happening. So we are going to the shop. So I am asking fresh juice. They are giving in the cup. So again I am asking that shopkeeper, please give me the straw. So without straw, I can drink the juice. Why I need the straw? So last week, I had a survey in Tirupur corporation limit. I went to all the juice shops. I have collected more than 4,000 straws. So please think about our lifestyle should change. Wherever we are going, we will take our handkerchief. Why when we should depend on tissue paper? Tissue paper is made out of trees. So we should change our lifestyle. Otherwise, the coming generation, they will suffer more because we are slow poisonous to the coming generation. So if you take, I am collecting I am going to all the schools in Tirupur Corporation, Tirupur district, to collect the pens. And still now we are using that 5 rupees, 10 rupees pen, and after that you use and throw. So we are collecting and we are giving ink pen. So we will change our lifestyle. We will teach our children. So the life should change depending upon the waste management. So if you put the waste unsegregated waste, dry waste or wet waste in one place, in 1 cubic meter, if you put the waste, so it's generating more than 7,50,000 flies. If you go to all the dump yard, all the cities in Tamil Nadu, all the corporations in Tamil Nadu, if you go to all the dump yard, there you can see some of the families are living there without any health facilities. They're working in as a rat pickers. They will take the food and they will drink the water with flies. So we are telling we are educated, we are decent people, we are professional, but where our waste is going? Without any sensitization, without any sense, civic sense, we are throwing the waste. So in one side, our government also doesn't have any practical and any affordable system to collect the waste. In some of the cities, people are segregating. The gated community people are segregating. But the waste collectors, they put it together. So please think about our holistic waste management system in the corporation level. So we should change. So I think this forum will be the basic to take all the issues to the government bodies. So before 3-4 years, the waste management was under the control of government. But now all the corporations, all the municipalities, they gave it to private people. Wherever I am going, I am sensitizing the community to segregate the waste. But behind me, people are coming from solid waste management people, the contractor, the private people. They're coming and telling, don't segregate. You give as it is. What's the pathetic way we are following? So when people are going to study the segregation, why the people are telling no, not to segregate? Because they will get more quantity. According to the quantity, they're getting money from government, the municipality, the corporation. So segregation is a must. Where we should segregate? The source. Where is our source? The kitchen our source. So without segregation, we cannot manage the waste. So if I cannot segregate the waste, 800 grams, 1 kg of waste, then think about the municipality and corporation and waste management worker. I have seen the breathers in dump yard, how they are struggling. So it is depending. We should change our attitudes. And also we should help the young community, the student community, the public, the business community to segregate the waste. I used to take I used to take every once in 3 years the business community or students in advanced studies to some countries. If they'll go to other countries, if we give the chocolate wrapper, they will finish. They will eat the chocolate and they will keep the wrapper with themselves. The same people after landing in Coimbatore airport, if we give a chocolate, they will throw the chocolate wrapper outside, not the dustbin. So see the attitudes towards waste management. So our laws, our enforcement, everything is clear. But the personal attitudes, our own attitudes should change. So that's why we are sensitizing all the young community, students community towards waste management. And also I have seen, if you take how long the waste is taking time to decompose. If you take wet waste, within 4 weeks, within 3 weeks, it will decompose. So it is natural. It's the same process for me, for us also. If you die within 3 days, we will decompose. The body will be decomposed. That's natural. So if we take paper bag and carry bag, it will take more than 500 years, 600 years. And also another pathetic, realistic truth: the sanitary waste, diapers, napkin, condom, it will take more than 600 years, 700 years for decompose. In the name of in the name of sophistication, in the name of culture, we have spoiled the health of girl child. We have spoiled the health of our female. So if you put the sanitary napkin diapers in the land, it will take 600 years. Please think about my daughters, my wife. They are wearing 24 hours. So where is the solution? So I have my mother is still alive, but she had 7 sisters. 6 sisters passed away. So I made a funeral. So 66 aunties with uterus. But now most of the people, they remove the uterus. If you go to one street, more than 10. I have survey. If you go to one street, I have asked so many people, 100, 10 people out of 100, they have remove the uterus. Where is the cause? Unknowingly, unnecessarily, I am using diapers, napkins. So the same diaper napkin, where it goes? The same landfill. We have different technical system to incinerate the diapers and napkins. But now it's going to the common dump yard. People are living there. So the waste management, it includes a holistic approach. Without holistic approach, we should not say it's a waste management. Okay, paper waste. We are not bothering about your newspaper, your class, your notebooks, your books. So definitely all the papers will go to recycling. All the newspaper will go to ITC. They are recycling, Tekambeti near Metupalayam. It's good. That's a process. So we are bothering about your tissue paper, your bus ticket, your ATM slips, your Colgate wrapper. So morning we are waking and we are taking Colgate. The wrapper it will go to paper waste. The empty tube, Colgate tube, it will go to plastic waste. So like that we have to segregate the waste. We are bothering about the least value papers. If you go to all the streets, in front of the school, in front of the hospitals, in front of the bus stand, in front of any public places, everywhere the dump, the dark spots. What we are going to teach our children? Did we know? So paper waste is recyclable. We are recycling. Handmade paper, I have told that Tanija madam also. They can start a handmade paper unit. Most of the CSR people and technically they are ready to help. Then plastic waste. Plastic, all the broken chairs, broken column, everything will not come to the street. It has its own value. The PVC pipe, it has its own value. It won't come to the street. So we are bothering about carry bag, kurkuri cover, oil cover, biscuit cover, Rexine, thermocol, pillow, mattress, polyester cloth. They're bothering about that. The hard plastic, thick plastic, high value plastic won't come to the street. Now, least a low value plastic is coming to the street. What we are going to do? So we have installed a pyrolysis plant in some of the cities. Pyrolysis is a scientific method generating oil from waste plastic, least value plastic. We are making we are generating oil from waste plastic. And some now all the corporation, municipality, they are sending all the plastic waste to the Dalmia cement factory, Ariyalur. Think about our Tirupur to Ariyalur is more than 250 kilometers. So I am sending all the waste to Ariyalur, Dalmia cement factory. From Chengalpattu, they are taking all the waste to all the way to Dalmia, Ariyalur. So according to Supreme Court guidelines, 2002 and 2016, you cannot export or you cannot transport the waste from one panchayat to another panchayat. Right? We are doing, we are transporting. You see all the Bangalore waste, Bangalore East waste is going to Gadaballapur after 70 kilometers away. So the Gadaballapur is a natural area. I am spoiling the Gadaballapur. So we have to transform the waste, not to transport the waste. Now we are transporting the waste from one place to another. No, it's not a waste management. It's not a scientific way. So we have to transform the waste. We have to give value added to the waste. So that's why always we are telling business community not to use carry bag, not to use carry bag. But what alternative we are going to give? That's why we are manufacturing a carry bag and bowls, plate, tumbler from corn and sugarcane waste. It's an eco-friendly product. I have conducted eco-friendly expo in all the districts in Tamil Nadu with the presence of district collectors, commissioners. Most of the eco-friendly expo Maria Selms have visited. So we are presenting eco-friendly product to the community. So now the young generation is thinking that without plastic, no life. No. Without plastic, people are lived. So that's why we are taking eco-friendly product export to the community. We are conducting in all the education institutions. So if you take hazardous waste, the World Health Organization is telling 3 waste is most hazardous. It's not a nuclear. It's not a medical waste. Medical waste can be recycled. The 3 hazardous waste: diapers, napkins, condom. Most of I have visited some of the schools, the government schools. They have incinerator for diapers, for sanitary waste. But it is in the window. So according to Supreme Court guidelines, the incineration chimney height should be 45 feet away. But we are keeping in the inside the toilet. Please think about the fatal dioxide. So every diapers, napkin, all the sanitary waste consists about fatal dioxide. Fatal means death. The fatal dioxide will change
Dr. Veerappa, next 5 minutes.
Okay, the fatal dioxide will change my sexual interest. It will make disorder. So we should make new way to eradicate or decompose the sanitary waste. Organic waste, we are recycling. Wet waste can be recycled. We are making manure. We are generating electricity from organic waste. We are generating biogas from organic waste. If you take Tirupur, most of the big companies, they have installed a biogas plants. In Tirupur market, we have installed a biomethanization project. We are taking electricity from wet waste. Karaikudi, Sivagangai, Ramanathapuram, Periyakulam, all the municipality, we have helped. They're generating electricity from wet waste. So like that, we have to save our natural energy and we have to take energy from waste. Saving natural energy, natural oil, everything for coming generation. So we have a lot of waste. From waste, we will take energy. Thank you so much for your time, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Veerabatman. Always when I listen to Dr. Veerabatman, I always get a feeling of what they don't teach in Harvard Business School, because many of the universities, business schools, they teach only the subject and they help them to find a job. Once they find a job, they think life is over. It's not like that. I can give you an example. Some of you may think about why Dr. Veerabatman talking about corporation, municipalities, and other waste management things. Imagine when you get a holiday, you are going to Uti, right? And people are going there and they throw all kind of waste, and you come back. That's it. You spend money, you come back. But what happens to the local people? What happens to the local people? So people like Veerabatman sir, who have a social conscience, they all gather, and the Welfare Society of Kodaikanal, Ooty, all the tourist places. They found the lifestyle of the people and the standard of the people is going to be affected. Then they made the research and they found a lot of plastic waste is going to create a lot of disaster because it will block the water flow. And that is where in 2009 we are getting this landslide in Ooty. And where we will go if Ooty is closed? If Ooty is closed, where we can go? So when we are using it over there, we have a responsibility taking care of people. So they approach the collector, the then collector, Madam Supriya Sahu, and they explain, so this is what is happening. And if the tourism is a major source of income for this community, and that is affected, Ooty will be nowhere. And she understood, and she made it a point that the plastic, so single-time plastic should not be used in any of the shops. And those who are buying things should bring the cloth bag, or they accept everything in a paper bag. So that is how now, till now, many of you are going to Ooty, you can find out. Similar thing by Mr. Rajendra Ratnu. He insisted in Kanyakumari also. You won't find plastics anywhere in Kanyakumari. Because tourism is the major threshold over there. So these are all happening because of experts like Dr. Veerabatman's research and advice and the time they are spending. Because the lessons, what we learned from Tirupur is always very useful to all the people across the state. And we wish Dr. Veerabatman's service should be useful for this community also. Those who are having CSR contacts, or those who are HR managers or CSR managers, you can make use of Dr. Veerabatman and try to help him to sensitize the youth who are going to be the next generation, as we point out. Thank you, Veerabatman, for a wonderful presentation. And we can understand your plight, and we are there with you, and we'll definitely work together. Next, I would like to invite Ms. Priyadarshini, and many people introduce her as a woman entrepreneur. I never said there is no woman entrepreneur, man entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is an entrepreneur. But I always appreciate and acknowledge the achievements of Priyadarshini as a female, how she fought and faced the challenges in the world of men, because the waste management is not for women, it is for the men who goes into places and dump yards, and because a lot of money is there, but properly being handled. So that way she started in a humble way, but now she is one among the very successful entrepreneurs in Tamil Nadu, and she is setting herself as a model to the youth. And she is a youth icon, I can always say. And I always recommend the colleges to invite her to share her experiences and sensitize the youth to become entrepreneurs. Waste to wealth is her motto, and she is very successful. And now she is getting invitation from neighboring countries also. She started visiting a lot of neighboring countries, and she is expanding her services. I wish you all success. Over to you, Priyadarshini. Priyadarshini, are you there?
Yes. Good morning, everyone. I'm Priyadarshini from Wastewind Foundation. Actually, my guru Veerabatman sir is here. We all started, and actually, when I started this Wastewind Foundation, we were early startups. Veerabhadman sir and all were my gurus, who like mm, many things were in the papers. Solid waste management 2016 rule was there, and Swachh Bharat rules were formed. But we don't know the exact destination for each mm, low value plastics and all. So that time, we as a group actually, headed by Veerabhadman sir and all, showed us the way where and all possibly we can do, as he was speaking to about this pyrolysis plants and all. So many experts I implemented their solutions, and I became successful. That's it. But the whole brain and hard work and all, with actually it goes to that people only, Veerabhadman sir's team. And when we were taking into colleges, then Suresh sir is the only point of contact for when we were approaching different universities, and he made us speakers in that for this for the course SWM in MBA in SWM solid waste management courses. So he introduced to different institutions for regarding this solid waste management as a subject. And how I was explaining how what is the entrepreneurship opportunities in that, and students were pretty interested in that case actually. So I thank Suresh Maria Selvam sir for inviting me to this, and AABN also for giving me this opportunity. As I told you, mine is a social entrepreneur enterprise, Wastewin Foundation. We are into solid waste management. We are 11-year-old company now, and so what we do basically, we are authorized by Greater Chennai Corporation, and we we target bulk waste generators. Bulk waste generators are anybody who uh, generate more than 100 kgs of waste. So in in Chennai, we are located at OMR, the IT corridor. It is very big apartments, tall, high-rise apartments, tech parks, and that side of OMR, the ECR. ECR is with Mahabalipuram, all those resorts and all there. So highly polluted, and the pollution takes place in the backwaters mostly. So we and all the backwater as Veerapadman sir told, it is Tirupur, it is quarries, and here in Chennai it is all backwaters. So all our backwaters are the dumping sites now. What we did, we approached all those high-rise buildings, and we asked them to segregate their waste into three categories, three basic categories actually: food waste, uh, dry waste, and sanitary waste. So all the that is the source segregation. That is what is recommended in SWM 2016 law also. Our waste is our responsibility, and we have to segregate our waste and dispose it in the responsible way. So this basic three categories, we asked the all the residents to segregate and keep it outside their doorstep, and the housekeeping or any garbage collectors go and collect their waste from the segregated waste from the their doorstep, bring it separately. And what we do, Wastewin, when they enter in contract with us, we collect those waste, three types of waste, we take it to the different destination. So what we do is it is all the three basic categories of waste. And can you see my screen?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. So this is what kitchen waste,
Not,
garden waste. Hello.
no, Priya.
Screen is not visible, ma'am.
I'm not. You're giving us no presentation
Wait.
is not there.
Okay.
You can do, no. Proceed.
Okay. So what happens is they keep their waste outside, and we collect all the waste separately and take it to the different destinations. Here it is like what we do. Take the biodegradable waste. Biodegradable waste is 60% of the average Indian family. I'm speaking about 60% of the waste is biodegradable waste. So what happens is we compost or biogas or send it to piggery if it is completely food waste, completely cooked food. We send it to piggery also. So in the composting center, we convert it into manure compost. That is chemical free compost. We can use it for our gardening, tree plantation activities, anywhere we can use. So that is like a completely pure organic waste from our plate. This is the cycle. Our plate, the waste goes in a segregated way, and that waste is composted and it is fed to the plants, and the fresh organic vegetables comes back to our plates. What we give to nature will come back to us. This is the best practice actually. You can see it live in our day to day activity. And the plastic waste, what we do, what we take it to our driveway center where we have involved rack picker families to classify further. We sort it into 79 categories. Like we know, like carton boxes of newspapers, and all the basic categories we ourselves know, because we have the practice of selling it, keeping it, storing it, and selling it for monthly once, and make some amount. So that is what we also do, but in a bigger way, and the classification is more. So what happens is like we further classify the waste into 79 categories, dry waste into 79 categories. I It is visible.
Yeah, visible.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay. So what happens? With the rack pickers, they are like traditionally they do the this waste rack picking work, so they know the types of waste more than us. Actually, I learned from them. What happens is like PET bottles and plastics. Plastics, so many varieties of plastics are there, black color and transparent plastics. So we segregate into multiple categories basically, and few are high value plastics, fetch more money, and few are very low and zero value plastics, as Veerabhadman sir told. It is the wrappers, um, kurkure packets and all. Doesn't fetch money. So what happens if you give it to some local Kailangade guys? They take only the money fetching material and leave the this thing, low value plastics or zero value plastics. What as a professional vendor we do, we handle that also. So we are very expert in handling plastics waste. So here is my slide about the plastic waste management. So now we are actually facing the climate change, the summer this time. In the Chennai also, in my native is Tirupur, that Kongu belt also faced tremendous amount of heat. So it was not the normal heat actually. Valpara and all, I was planning to travel, and people there were refusing me. Don't ever come. It is a 70 years uh, peak summer it was. So and when you see Dubai, it was flooding.
Oh,
How it all happened? It is all the climate change. Climate change is real actually, and who are the reason behind it? It is us. It is our waste, which cause one of the reason is our waste. What we can do for that? That is what we can. Each one do our part. Well, then this must have not happened. At least this.
வருஷத்துக்கு நான் 16 பேஜஸ் கொடுத்துறேன். அந்த வருஷத்துக்கு முடிஞ்சுங்களே.
Hello. So if we take a initiative and the change from within, uh, from us, every individual take care of, as a sir told, one cloth bag makes a very huge difference. So this is what we create awareness in the public also, and whatever the unavoidable plastics like that reaches home anyway through Swiggy and other from the e-commerce sections, that is all not avoidable from us, then we take care of it. So what happens to the irresponsible disposal of plastics? We all know the best method is burning, and that is all happening in the Muttukadu Panchayat. They the whole Buckingham Canal is a dump site now, and it is all the waste are dumped there and burnt. And we all very well know what happens when we burn plastic. Severe air pollution causes cancer, everything, birth defects, child development disorders, and all. So if we take care it well, then we can avoid all these things. Groundwater pollution and soil pollution, actually what is the it is a shocking news. I got to know from doctors that nowadays the kids, they are not responding to the first second level of dosage of antibiotics. Why? Because the reason is we are disposing all the expired medicines or all the antibiotics just like that. We throw some 50 30 ml of leftover medicines. We just dump it in the somewhere in the vacant land, or anyway, any dumping. So that leaches in the groundwater, and the drinking water or the water we use contains the amount of antibiotic in that, and that is what we are consuming, and our kids become resistant to that, and they are not responding to the whenever you go to a doctor, they will give you higher doses. So this is what happened, like day to day life we are consuming amount of uh, antibiotic through water. So this is one thing, like groundwater pollution, and soil is polluted anyway with all this burning and other activities. This also happens. So, and the ocean pollution, we recently we are hearing that by 2050 there will be most plastics than the fishes in the ocean. So this is how the dump waste. One good rain, it goes to backwater to the ocean, and we all know what happens. We all want to go scuba diving and explore the underwater. And for after some years, we will be greatly disappointed. See all our masks and PET bottles floating over there. So already we are all in the alarming stage. At least now we have to look back and try to go back. And if we go further in the same direction, then we don't have planet B for our kids to live. So this is what the plastic waste management rule 2016 says. 2016, just imagine 2016 only we have some rules about plastic waste management. How panchayat should handle the waste. How a waste generator, we household level, we have to manage the waste. The brand owners like Britannia or Nestle have to manage their waste. Importers, so the people importing the materials from the up from abroad countries, so what they have to do with their plastics. Everything is in black and white, but it is not practical yet. So each and everybody's responsibility is mentioned there. So when you go through that, if you're interested, go through this plastic waste management 2016 rules, solid waste management 2016 rules. Everything is in detail, but not practically implemented here. EPR is a very best program. The simply, if I want to make you understand about EPR, is when I was a kid, for this every bubble gum what we buy, that time we bought, and the wrappers we give it to the shopkeeper back of our aggregating some 10 or 20, he will give us a small incentive to us. That is EPR. So I'm producing so much of Philips. Take a company, for example, Philips. He is generating so much of bulbs and tube lights. He has to take back a Britannia company. He has to take back all the wrappers let out by them. So this is the EPR program, and we actually, it is like this: the brand owners fix a PRO, and the PRO connect with us, like the waste management vendors. We, the vendors, we aggregate and give it to them, and they pay to the PROs and to us also, and we have to send it to the cement factories, to any central pollution board authorized uh, destination we have to send, and we have to dispose or recycle it, co-process it basically. So the cement cleans, co-process it, and with their coke consumption, 15% of the coke consumption is minimized, and they have to take the municipal solid waste. This is the actually the guidelines for them. So all these are happening, but still it is not 100% in the practical life. So the solution for this is source segregation. Nothing, you cannot do anything without source segregation. A mixed waste always sit in landfill. And you know where the landfill, Pallikarnai marsh area, our Muttukadu Panchayat's backwater, uh, all these are the landfills now. So we have to, that individual have to take care of the segregation at source. Rest, when you give it to us, we will take it and we will do uh, whatever the disposal methods. Or that time, if my composting is I have only 7 tons during Diwali, okay, it is all my this unit is full, I will take it to biogas. If not biogas, send it to piggery. That headache I will take. What the minor pain we are asking you to do is the source segregation. Segregate your waste at only the basic three types of segregation we say, that is biodegradable, non-biodegradable, and sanitary waste. So by this, when we do that is what. So here you can see the chart. 60% is your green waste, is composted or biogassed. It is taken care of properly, and 35% of non biodegradable given to us, it will all be sent it to recycling or co-processing. So complete 35 plus 60% is gone, 95% is taken off, and 5%, only this 5% goes to landfill. And for nowadays we have all these incineration facilities also. So when we give it to incinerator, they will burn, and they, that also will be taken care of. So even if there is no incineration in your city or your locality, fine. Only 5% goes to the landfill. Baki 95% is taken care of responsibly. So at least we and this happens only when the individual is conscious about their waste. Otherwise, all 100% will sit in the landfill only. We cannot divert the mixed waste from landfill. So the recyclables or major recyclables are paper, PET, and plastic bottles, metals, glass bottles, or our ketchup bottles and Tasmac bottles also, liquor bottles. So thermocoals and coconut shells. We generate from our house, mattress waste, footwear waste. So in India, we have destination for all type of recyclables. Delhi is the second recycling hub in whole Asia. So the footwear is also, we aggregate the footwears in our driveway center, and when it reaches 25-30 tons, we send it to Delhi for recycling. There are people to take it. Formal sector is there, informal sector is there, but they make other products with this. So it is like, it doesn't mean that people ask us to segregate, and what they do with this type of very clever close questions the people in the apartments ask. So we have destinations. You don't need to worry about it, but you have to take the pain of segregating the waste. That's what we say. So if you hear, you see the interesting facts, like what happens to your dry waste when you throw out. PET bottles, what we do, we segregate involving the rack pickers, send the PET bottle to uh, this baling units. We bale and send it to Gujarat. Their Reliance is making all our polyester t-shirts, polyester material. Basically, they are into. The world knows what Reliance does with the polyester. So our jerseys are made from PET bottles. Our the pillows, that what we say, 11 bunch pillow and all gone now. So we have those white color stuffed fiber kind of thing stuffed in our pillows. That is a Recon. Again, it is a Reliance product. Yes, sir. So that is from again the PET bottle. And our milk pouches are made into tarpaulins and other film materials. Our oven sack, you can see the rice oven sacks and all, rice bags and all, that all goes to this patti. You can see the chairs and all, they make some patties. So and the madri patties they make. And battery cases to luggages, carry bags to mats, they make. And PVC waste, PVC pipe, all what we do for our drainage or drinking pipe systems, whatever the piping we do, that PVC pipe are made into shoe soles basically. So we that is what even the kids' black shoes are from the PVC pipes, and these are all recycled. Again, it goes back and comes as a shoe to us. So this is what happens to our non-recyclable plastics. Some plastics with multiple layers cannot be recycled. Even our Tetra packs, where we drink those milks or the fruity dabba and all, Tropicana, whatever the drinks we drink, that all have 6 to 7 layers. Our chips packets have minimum 3 layers. So that is all collected, separately stored, and send it for the co-processing to the cement factories. And like there were our projects to shred it and mix it with the bitumen, and for laying the roads also. So some inner loop roads are made with this method. That is also done. So this way, no plastic is dumped outside, and plastic to alternate fuel. Sir was telling about pyrolysis to us. So again, those low value plastics, some amount of high value plastics also mixed and taken to pyrolysis unit. They make the diesel, some grade of diesel about from that, and those diesels are used in furnaces in other industries, many industries actually. So this is what happens. So you can see what happens to the water bottle
Yeah,
we use. Huh, sir?
yeah, you have another 5 minutes.
Okay.
You have another 5 minutes.
Yes, sir.
You have,
So
yeah.
okay, sir. So this is what happens. So our bottles are washed, cleaned, and it is all fibered, and it is made as a t-shirt, or the shirt we wear, polyester. So if you throw it, nothing happens. When we dispose it properly, it comes back to us. And this is the multi-layer plastics we have collected, aggregated to some tons, and we dispose it. And this is the thermocol collection. uh, Actually, from the apartments also, tech parks also, we collect thermocoals and we send it for recycling. And those thermocoals are made into small danas, we call it as all granules. And again, it goes to different industries for making different products. If you want, um, I can say all the ladies designer saris, the pearls, artificial pearls, are made from thermocol waste only. And the coconut shells, what we do, we actually combust it in a very controlled oxygen supply and make it charcoal of it. But that is called biochar. And you know the demand in the market for all these chars. Nowadays, everything from the toothpaste to face packs, everything is charcoal based. So those industries we take, and the prawn farming people take the biochars from us for filtering and all. For filtering purpose, water filter purpose, the char is used. What if it is thrown out or dumped out? It catches the rainwater, produce dengue. When it is given to a responsible vendor, or to the correct destination, it is actually again recycled and bring us a pure water. This is what happens. So this is not, we are doing something great. It is a very simple task, which we keep it, have to keep it in our mind, the next generation, and we have to do this for them. Leaving a 1 crore property to them, and polluted air and land is completely meaningless. If we don't take steps, then that will what happen. So what we request everybody is, think globally. If we cannot take some global issues on mind, but we have to think globally, practice it locally in our apartment, in our locality, in my street. That's it. That is enough actually. And the result will be very huge. And implement it domestically. In my home, I have to do, this should be the procedure of disposing the thing. If there is nobody come and collect and dispose it in a right way, you take it, you set up a simple composting setup, and you compost your own food waste, and put it in your to your plants. That is what we can, like, domestic practice can be, that is what we encourage also. Do it in your home, but nobody have time nowadays, so we go and play our role there. So this is our mantra. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to explain about what we do in our facilities. and we will always happy to show you show our facility and all. You can anybody can come and visit us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Priya. Thank you very much.
Thank
You
you,
have given
sir.
a very strong message left over. That one message is a very, very good message. We leave behind the crores and crores worth of property, and we are leaving the children in a polluted environment. What is the point? So that is what everybody should think about, and we should take the global issues and analyze it and then practice locally what is needed for our environment to keep it safe for the youth and the children in the years to come. That's an excellent message. And every time when I'm listening to you, I'm listening with new inventions and new ideas from you, and that is always welcome. So
Thank you, sir.
and I'm very, very thankful to take your part on this Sunday morning to come and present your case study. In fact, someone has pointed out that industrial waste is also, yes, we have experts from industrial waste. We'll invite them some other time. In fact, 2018 and 19, we organized a 3 days workshop, the national seminar on waste management, inviting 72 different kind of waste management practitioners. And one of the practice, what they do is like Priyadarshini, what they're doing it, they create a network of event managers. Wherever the functions are there, immediately they inform them to keep the waste quantum so that they can calculate, and then accordingly they can make their segregation plans accordingly. Like with the hotels, with the apartments, and a tireless job. And the building a network is very, very important. And that is how a good practice is always been projected among the practitioners. So there are some chief executives in this group are listening to us, and they also mentioned if we kindly place a request in case if you are interested with this kind of expert team to organize a 3 days or 2 days workshop, and we have the network and we have the people who are practicing, we can invite them, and then we can sensitize, including Kalpakam, where we talk
Okay.
about the nuclear waste also, chemical waste, nuclear waste, food waste, cloth waste. Dr. Sudipto is there on the forum. He is a textile engineer. Last week, a couple of weeks back, he talked about textile waste also. So we have people. So we'll take it to the next level. And this forum could be a model, the global level, since you are all over the world, you are spread out. Annamala University is known for their wonderful education service and dedication. We can definitely take it to the next level. So now I invite the next speaker, Dr. Tanuja. And now these two, the first two are professionals and practitioners. The next two are going to be from the academic and community side. Dr. Tanuja is assistant professor with Sairam Engineering College, and Dr. Veerabatman and myself visited once, and I found her very enthusiastic and very excited in exploring new avenues in waste management. And one of that is there is a Sairam temple is there in the campus. A lot of trees are there. The flowers are, all the around the temple. There is a big quantity of flowers always there. And she thought about what to do with the fish. See, those days in the temples, the waste is, connected to the land, the temple. The waste, everything is to go there. But nowadays there is no such system. The flower waste is always a big blockage in the drainage with a kind of burden. So Dr. Tanuja has come out with a new solution, and she's very successful in that entrepreneurial venture, and they are making agarbattis out of it. I was so excited when I first time I heard about that, and I would like everyone to hear the good practice, and we can encourage such things in the academic institutions where the youngsters will learn how to handle the waste in the future. Over to you, Dr. Tanuja. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Suresh sir. I'm very happy and honored to be a part with AABN. And in this regard, I thank Dr. Gopi sir for this great opportunity. And first of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Dr. Suresh sir and Dr. Veerabatman sir, who are the main reason for the successful startup journey. And that I would like to share here in this forum, because you are the one to triggers my mind to do a very good project on waste management, and I'm successfully running a startup. So not only that, so during my startup journey, I've I'm well connected with Ms. Priyadashini Madam and Sri Vidya Madam. So we're all well consciousness to save our Mother Earth. So with this note, I'll start my presentations. I will share my screen. So kindly confirm whether my screen is visible to all. Just a minute. So please confirm, sir, whether my screen is visible and moving, and am I audible?
Yes, it's visible, but can you
Yes,
make
yes.
it full screen,
Yes,
please?
Yeah, that I will make it, sir. Yeah. Is that clear? Is that okay? Is my screen is in full screen mode?
yes, yes. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and also please kindly confirm whether my screen is moving. Sometimes it may not move. So I'm just scrolling my screen. Is that moving?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure,
thank you.
sure.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much. Thank you very much. My earlier speakers, they talked about the waste management and other things. I'm here to present my startup journey and what are the viable products we are making from the waste. So this is my title, that is Upscaling Waste Management Practices in the Community. I am Dr. Tanuja, Associate Professor in the Department of Chemistry, and I am running a company called Eximo. The motto is Let's Go Green, and now recently we have incorporated our company to private limited also. So all these credits I always to Veerabhatnam sir and Suresh sir, because they are the initiator for these things. So the overview of my talk is about to give some introduction about very small introduction about the waste generations and impact on environment. I'm mainly going to focus on the objective of my project and process and benefits and opportunities, and what are the challenges we are facing also, that also I would like to present here. And for the student community, if the student present in our forum today. So the projects, funds and patents, publications, what are the available things for the student fraternity, that also I would like to share it here. So this is my project journey. So we all know, because our earlier speakers, they talked more about the solid waste generations, because day by day tons and tons of waste has been generated. If one day, if we are not able to manage, the other day the other another tons and tons will be accumulated as a landfill. So this is our responsibility to manage the solid waste. So, and if we are talking about the whether the waste are collected effectively, no, I cannot say 100% efficient collection is not done. Unaccountable waste is about 31.7, and most of the waste is dumped as in landfills. Only 50% is treated and it is collected effectively. And coming to the flower waste, our country is traditional and flower centric, and there also here the flower waste is also collected in tons and tons, generated in tons and tons day by day. If it is not properly managed, carbon dioxide emissions comes off. That is a main responsible for today's climate change, and also the river bodies definitely get polluted, and we all know about main states, the river being polluted and seriously affected by that. So these are the things comes in my mind, to give some solutions over this. So otherwise, what happened at our environment where we are living is definitely get degraded, and our younger generations, that is the upcoming generations, we are not able to give a healthy environment to them. So only we can make money and not a clean environment. So we all know about, we don't have clean air and fresh air, water, like that. So this as a teacher, as a profession I'm holding, I'm having the full responsibility to find a solution and technological solutions over this. So in this way, I have started my project as a waste management. So I took all the challenges what we
Dr.
are
Tanuja,
facing as.
Dr.
Yes, ma'am.
Dr.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Dr. Tanuja, could you make it the presentation mode, your screen, so that it can come to the full screen?
Yeah, it is in the
Presentation mode. Down,
yeah, it
down.
is.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it is in the presentation mode,
But
sir.
the slides are we are getting right.
Yeah, it
But
is
the
not.
slides we are getting in the left. Oh, anyway, right. No, but
Okay.
no, it is not in the presentation mode. It's
Yeah, when I'm changing to
down. You can
presentation mode,
go and
yeah, yes, when I'm
ah,
changed to
okay.
presentation mode, the slides are not moving, it seems. Now is my screen is
Oh,
more
right. Okay.
okay. So kindly
Yeah.
manage. You know how
It's
to.
visible. Right. No problem.
Okay, fine. Because I want to look. I want to.
No issues. Carry on.
The slides are very important because all the processes are in the slides.
No
Okay.
problem.
Yeah.
Carry on. No problem.
Thank you, sir. And I took all the challenges as an opportunity, and that is why now I became a very successful entrepreneur and running a startups with a great support. And also, this is my responsibility to manage the waste. So that is the main theme I have taken into my mind. Okay. And in 2023, I registered under MSME, and then in February, in the month of February 2024, I incorporated my company in the name of Exime Organic Solutions Private Limited. Now, currently, I have 5 stars and 5 interns and 3 labors supporting me for my successful journey. And what we are doing at Eximo, so we are mainly focusing to convert the solid waste into a valuable fertilizers, which reduces the landfills, and also the flower waste is converted into a viable products. But now mainly we are focusing in conversion of agarbattis and cones and sticks. And not only that, one more product we have taken now, that is called bioenzymes liquids. So that is also a very useful viable products which can used as a floor cleaners and also cosmetics. And recently I found the solutions can also be used as a very good pesticides. So in my garden I found the result and was very surprising to see the blossoms of flowers with good colors and fragrance. So this is about our Eximos objectives, visions and missions. And what are the process we are doing? Actually, we are a manufacturer of a, enriched vermicompost with a high grade nutrient value. And one of the valuable product as a vermi wash, and other one is the flower waste into agarbattis, haven cups and sticks. And now recently we are working on the bioenzymes liquids. These are all the products we are manufacturer. Sir, my slide is visible now. It is under process vermicompost. Is that visible? Please confirm, sir. See,
Yes,
one of you.
visible, ma'am.
Yeah.
It's visible.
So the my slide, yeah, it is.
Yes.
Yeah, fine. So first, initially, we have started with the vermicompost. So our college, I am working in Siram Engineering College. It is 5,000 acres land. So very greenery and many trees are there. So day by day, we got lot of leaf sheds. That if it is not managed properly, it will go as a landfill, and that troubles our environment. So what we have done, we have collected all the shedded leaves from our college campus, and did hard composting. So why hard composting? Because before going to the vermicompost, the vermicompost need a special category of a partial degradable condition. So that is why we subjected to hard composting. This is nothing but it is a normal indigenous microbial cultures we did. So 15 days, after 15 days, complete hard composting has been done, and that has to be subjected to vermicompost pit. And it is monitored using IoT technology, because we have a very good engineering students back end. So we did support, we have automated monitor and monitored with the help of IoT technology. I will talk about that in the next slide. Yes, just a minute. I will move on to the next slide. Yeah. So this is how we have collected. So in the first slides, we have collected all the leaf shreds. We have concentrated only on the leaf shred, and it is processed by using cow dung, water sprinkled daily, and the layers of sands are arranged. A bed-like structures we made it, and it is subjected for 15 days. We have kept for microbial consortium process. So in this way, it is properly processed, and finally it is subjected to the vermicompost pit. So here a special condition is required for the earthworm survival, and there is strategy we have to follow for the preparation of the bed also. It is very affordable only. So using dry cow dung and cocoa pit and the gravels, we can make this bed, and then we can allow all these hard composting into this pit. For 500 kgs of hard composting, so we have to add 2 to 3 kgs of earthworms. I have been using only the red Indian earthworms. So the pH, temperature, and also this moisture condition has to be maintained properly, for which we have used this IoT technology, so and monitored properly. So now we are able to decompose within 10 days because of this technology we are using. And now we are getting an high grade vermicompost. And in addition to that, we are getting a value added product called vermi wash. That is nothing but the degraded liquid which is coming out of this pit. And this is enriched nutrient potential liquid which can be used for pesticides for our plants to grow in a natural way. So this is one product we are manufacturing. And next, coming to the just go. The next slide shows about the agarbatti cone process. This is a hero product of my startup, because now the government is also looking for this. So here we have a very beautiful temple in our college campus, Sai Baba Mandir. So there, per day we are generated. That is, flower waste is generated. 2 to 3 kgs of waste has been generated as a waste. The first, we can see a very beautiful garlands in the idols of the it is thrown out as a waste. So this triggers my mind to why we can give back the same as of the waste to the temple itself. So with this motto, we have started this process called collection of flower waste and subjected for hard drying. There is no machineries to for the drying. Only hot sunlight we are drying this. And then using this hydraulic, and before that I just want to talk about what are the materials we are using. In the previous case, some interested person, they are asking about how the process has been done. So in this way, we are collected the rose as well as a marigold, and it is segregated properly and dried in hot sunlight. And this is a homogeneous drying, that is mixing machine. So here majority is flower waste. That is 80% we are using flower waste, and other binding agent like cocoa powder and jigat and gar gum as a binding agent. They are all natural resins. So with the proper propositions, we are mixing here, and it is subjected to homogeneous mixing. And later it is subjected for the, so this is a mixture machine, and later it is subjected for the hydraulic press. This is an hydraulic machine. It cost around 1 lakh and odd, and very good cones. It is an 24 cavity capacity, and we are getting a very good agarbatti cups, heaven cups from this. It is very simple. Even a unskilled person can also be operated, and in this way we are able to collect all the flower waste into heaven cups like this. And for adding some the fragrance, natural fragrance, we are filling this sambrani. It's a general name we called as a sambrani. Even if it is not filled with the sambrani, it is also have its natural fragrance. For the common people, they are insist us to have this kind of fill up. So we have filled all this sambrani, and then it is sold for in the market. So it is very demand now, because the peoples are very fond of this natural smell and fragrance. And even the temples, many temples in and around, they are approaching me to convert their flower waste into this useful products. This is the third product we are doing. And now the fourth one is bioenzymes liquids. Right now I don't have any slides to show, because just now only we have started. So we have a cool base in our canteen. So daily that is fruit peels are generated. So it is subjected to normal fermentation using jaggeries, and we're able to convert that into a bioenzymes liquids. And I tried for that flow cleaners. It is an excellent flow cleaners because no paste, this even the small hands also not coming nowadays. And also I feel very good in compared to chemical liquids. And the same can also be used as a fermentation liquids. So these are all the various viable products I'm doing, and my institution is solely supporting in doing such kind of product. And this is my team, and I have been supported by Sairam Incubation Center, that which is in my campus itself. And out of it, I'm able to. So sorry, this is my product. So one is an organic compost, and the one is a vermicompost and flower waste, and these are fertilizers, and one more is bioenzyme liquid. So these are all products. And for your better understanding, I have shown my photos which is taken during my process. This is the sensors I'm using, and this is a pit process, and this is a vermi wash. And here my co-workers, they are working for this concern that is my startup company. And this is the machineries I'm using. And not only that, I want take this project has to be done everywhere. So I have given an internship to incalculate my student mind to manage the solid waste. So I have given intern through my startup. More than 20 to 30 students have taken the internships, and they successfully completed in their home, and they bring back the products. And we have conducted an expo there. They presented and they share their experience, and now they have their own responsibility to manage the waste what is generated in their homes. So each and every students now, they are not letting the waste to go as a landfill. This is one that is a brainstorming vision I got out of my student. And another thing, in and around, I'm having villages near my campus. There I have given a training to the self-help women. So they have given an awareness training, and also a proper training how to manage the waste. They also got proper training out of it, and now they are doing in their villages. So these are all photos for your references. And when these waste is properly managed, definitely in future we'll get a clean water and pure and healthy soil. But nowadays we are not getting that. Very sad, because we have spoiled all those things. But for younger generation, our responsibility to give back clean water, pure air and healthy soil for healthy generations, because our India is a very healthy youngsters India, I can say, always. Because the youngsters in the age of 14 to 45, our India resources we have, as Swami Vivekananda said, more youngsters are in our India. So when we inculcate this healthy things in the student mind, definitely they will bring many changes to our society. Definitely our all the environmental crisis what is happening nowadays, definitely it will be postponed. And at the end, definitely it will come to a negligible point, and will again we can come back to our greeny environment. So I always insist my students to go for the circular economy for the planet, prosperity, people and partnerships. So this is very very important, and here also I am insisting to follow the circular economy, as our Suresh has already in the starting of our session, it shared the story. That's very nice, and it is all about the circular economy. Every individual we have to follow this, because each and every individual is responsible for the society healthiness. When individual mind is changed, definitely that will be practiced in the family, and that will bring back to the society, and the whole community will be flourished. This is my that is vision always. I would like to share. And the students, this is about the scope, the funds which is given by the government. I got EDI fund, Entrepreneurs Development Fund, from the government. So the students can also try, because nowadays the Tamil Nadu government is encouraging startups, and particularly for the student fraternity, the students can utilize this. And not only that, many humanitarian funds are from the globally, they are releasing. We are also getting many funds from the IEEE society, from site and society. So though, with those funds, we can go for our project establishment. And not only that, we can go for patents and publications, etc. So this is my team. I would express my sincere thanks to my team, Jayaka and Padmaka and Sumati madam, and all the students in my team, for my success of the story. A save a tree before printing. Think about the environment. Every 3,000 A4 paper costs one tree. Please do not print unless you really need. You will save 5 grams of paper, 250 ml of water, and at least 35 grams of carbon dioxide emissions can be reused. So coming together is a beginning, and keeping together is a progress. Working together is a success. Thank you very much for the very great opportunity to share my insights in this forum. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Tanuja. As usual, you have given a wonderful live example of how one of the biggest load of waste in this country, where a lot of temples are there, where a place of worship, and even in any function, the flowers, the political function or any function, the flower waste is always being thrown out. And you have shown a wonderful model of how this could be converted into an entrepreneurial venture, and waste to wealth concept has been given very clearly. Thank you so much. And your presentation was so good with all the live slides. And we are very thankful for your time on Sunday morning. And those who are interested, please keep in touch with Dr. Tanuja, especially in the cities where temples are there and universities are there. You can link that. One thing she was pointing out, where universities like deemed universities, where multiple departments are there, involve every one of them. She's a chemical engineer, and she has involved other departments where IoT is being used, computer is used for sensors and something like that. So try to make use of all the students to get involved into the project, so that they will get a flavor of how the waste management could be introduced to the communities where they live, where they belong to. And that is how they are going to contribute. So thank you very much, Dr. Sananja. Next, I would like to invite the last speaker, Srividya from Madurai. Because last Sunday, someone was asking how we can take this message, wonderful messages, to the youngsters. What are the ways that we can do it? There are many ways are there, but one of the ways is Srividya has got her own model of taking the message to the youngsters, and she talks to them, and she engaged them in various activities, and that even in a place like Madurai, which is the center of Tamil Nadu, which spreads the wave to everywhere, the whole state. And she is very passionate about environment as well as waste management, and she has got her own tools in spreading the message among the youngsters who are going to the next generation. Srividya, please come and present your news. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes,
So,
you're audible. You're audible.
thank you. So, good afternoon, all. So, first of all, my sincere thanks to Dr. Mangalam Balasubramaniam, Dr. Suresh Mariaselvam, Dr. Gopi for giving me this opportunity and inviting me to be part of a wonderful panelists here. So, actually, there was a great learning from all the three panelists. So, I had to note down a lot of points. Thank you so much, dear panelists. And Suresh Mariaselvam sir initially told a story, and usually I share this story in all my sessions. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So today I'm going to talk about the waste management perspective from individual side. It's a concern as an individual. And I started this as at the individual level. See, I believe in the concept charity begins at home. So initially 10 years back, I started this at my individual level, started with 2 levels of segregation like wet and dry waste. Then wet waste, of course, we have solution. Dry waste, we have many, like we are sending the recyclables to Kabadi Wala, and we have other type of ways, which there are many challenges. I would like to bring those challenges in the later part. So I started like this, and once I got accustomed, actually it became a way of my life. That is what I wanted to say here. It is not an activity, it is a way of my life today. So I thought, okay, why not take this to the other next level, like taking into the community level. So I started my awareness programs in schools and colleges, and I have done a lot of awareness programs offline, online, across the country, and I have addressed thousands, many thousands of students. And it's so happy to be part of the student community, talking to them, interacting to them, and they come out with a lot of ideas. The problem is they have that academic pressure. So they have a lot to do, a lot to study in their academics. So this is one challenge I see in them. But still, when the schools are very happy and when they are willing to implement this waste management in their schools, it becomes easier for us to implement. And particularly, I focus on converting the organic waste into compost and even biogas and bioenzymes. So at my individual level, I have come out with these solutions, like I do compost and use it for my plants in the terrace garden. And I have an individual biogas plant on my terrace, and I have bioseptic tank, and I do prepare bioenzymes.
There's
So I'm
some
very
difficult
happy I am
magic.
able to fully transform that organic waste into useful thing. And coming to the dry part of the waste. So this is a big challenge again. And one such example I will quote in the waste being converted into compost category is, I will quote the example of MS Chellamuthu Trust. It is the largest mental health service provider in South Tamil Nadu, and they have a lot of residents in their rehabilitation centers. They have around 300 residents in their campus, and it is a very successful project for me. It's a close to heart project. We have been successfully implementing it for more than 5 years, and they are able to transform around 600 kgs of waste per month into bio manure, and they are also selling that in the as compost, and it is very well eagerly taken by the community. That is what I will say. So it is a very successful project. I'm proud to say that even in residential school also I have implemented, and this was started as a project for farm workers, but it moved as a science project for children. And in being in residential campus, they have time after the school hours, so it is somewhat easy to implement for them. And as an activity, even 9th standard, 10th standard, 11th standard students, they were deeply engaged in that. And they have even I have an experience that they transform 300 kgs, around 350 kgs of waste to 190 kgs of manure, and they applied it in their farm. So these are some of the examples I would like to quote. And whenever I go to schools for awareness programs, I talk about the source
Srividya,
segregation. Yes, sir.
Srividya,
Yes, sir.
switch off and switch. Now it's okay. Your camera got stuck. Now it's okay. Now it's okay. Carry
It's
on,
okay, sir. Okay. Shall I continue, sir?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Carry
Thank you.
on.
Thank you. So whenever I go for awareness programs, I talk about this source segregation, because segregation is the first and most important step in waste management. Even at the individual level, as I am concentrating at the individual level, it is the most important step. So I talk about how it can be segregated and what are the consequences if we are not segregating. What happens? I show the children visuals of landfills and what happens if you are not doing that in a proper way. But I will say they willingly call me to the school and have this awareness program. And if they want to implement and take it to the next level, it becomes a success. And even then, if they are not ready to implement at the next level also, I'm happy that I have impacted many children. Or there even I get phone calls from children and students, teachers, school management after the program on if they want to start this process at their individual level, they get my support always. I'm there to lend my support all the time. So, but here the problem is bio waste. I am able to give a solution. So I will share some recent experience with this dry waste. Before going to that, I would like to emphasize here that the children, the school management is ready for this waste management awareness program whenever there is a need for them. But this becomes a one-day program for them. If they are just stopping with the awareness program, or if they are going to implement it into the next level, go to the next level, it is an ongoing process. But what happens when it stops with the awareness program alone? I am able to impact many children and teachers, even school management, but are they taking it very seriously? Yes, I am doing my awareness program to my best, but is it taken as a part of their routine? Because it has to be taken as part of their routine. So here I would like to put my earnest request that these should be, the waste management should be taken as a part of curriculum, their curriculum. Even if we go and approach the schools with, okay, I am ready to prepare a curriculum, and we can go with this waste management throughout the year. We can talk about the environment, need for conserving the environment, everything. Even if we are ready to present them, they have their own problems. Like they have the challenges is the academic side, and they need to give time for all these things. So like if normally in schools they have this academics as the main part, and along with that they have the co-curricular activities. So my thought is, why not we bring this waste management right from the small age as a part of their curriculum? And this should not be given as a choice to the schools, but it should become a mandatory. Because if we give choice to schools, then again the willing schools only will come forward. But if we want to take it in a bigger manner, then if we can think that it can be a part of curriculum, is my concern, and it is my request also to put in this forum. And second thing, recently I visited a site, Vattakadai Urachi. I visited because I am living in a tier 2 city, Madurai. I visited Vattakadai Urachi. There it is wonderfully managed by a group of women. They are doing a wonderful job, and they are collecting the waste from around 4,500 houses. And the houses, some houses, they give the waste in segregated form. So most of the houses, it is mixed waste. So they are bringing all those type of waste and segregating there. And if it was really a pathetic condition that these conservancy staff, they were in that environment, because the site was wonderfully built, and they had a lot of facilities, like they are doing composting, they are doing biogas, everything is there, and they are converting that biogas into electricity. Lot of things are there. Still the segregation part is a major challenge, and it poses a health hazard to the staff working there. And almost all of them are they are temporary laborers, and they are working for meager salary. And when I spoke to them, they told that they need a livelihood. They need a livelihood. They need studies, support for their children. And even I was surprised to see that the plastic covers also, they had a segregation there, and they want to take it further in making products. So for that they need support. So I had a talk with them last 2 days back. So it was really, though I am in this field, it was really eye-opening for me. So here I would suggest that if we ask the children, like we ask the school management to take their children, like how they take for a picnic to other places, they have to take their children to these kind of places. visit them and know the condition, know the challenges they are facing, I think they would definitely start segregating the waste, and they would at least do their level best for the society, good for the good of the society. And for this, I request again it to be a part of the school curriculum. And next is I want to share a recent experience of mine, because previously I was telling that I started with 2 levels of segregation, then and moved on to multiple levels of segregation. There I had to face some challenges like no value or low value scrap. These were not accepted anywhere, and I had to explore a lot. I being in a tier 2 city, Madurai, and I was searching for someone to collect plastic covers from me, because I don't go willingly get plastic cover from the market, but I am forced because I am buying groceries. So groceries anyways are packed in plastic covers. So there I am forced to use those covers. But how will I dispose? I will not say dispose, but how will I give it safely for further processing? I don't want to get it littered. So how will I do? This was a big question, and a big question. And for the last 4 5 years, I was struggling literally. I was storing it more than thousands. I don't know how many thousands I stored, but I wanted a safe place to get it transported to. So the challenge in my part as an individual is transportation to wherever. Priyadarshini ma'am was telling, beautifully telling, that they are collecting all types of waste. Yes, I understand. Even I have one experience of taking my e-waste from Madurai to Chennai and giving it to a recycling company. And one part I gave to Priyadarshini ma'am's camp in Alvarpet. I still remember that. So I can easily give to my scrap dealer, but that is not the point. See, I should safely give it to someone else. So it is a challenge for me as an individual. And this individual challenge becomes a challenge when I go and talk to children, address the children, students, college students, public in the awareness program. So we need some place to safely give our materials, even if we are ready to segregate. So that is what the first question they ask me. Okay, I am segregating, but they are not taking, they are taking everything, mixing everything and taking. Yes, correct. That we have to tell them the impact we are producing by segregating, but still I should be in a question, I should be in a position to answer. I don't have, to my knowledge, I don't have a place to send here. Then after series of exploration, I found on a place in Virudhunagar. It is called RJ Garbage Bank. So our like-minded people from Madurai, we visited that place, and I watched one of their YouTube videos that they are collecting all type of scrap, low value, no value scrap. I was so happy, and I got their permission and visited the place. And to my surprise, they are segregating the waste into 56 categories of waste. And according to them, nothing is non-recyclable. But I should tell you that they don't accept wet waste. They don't accept biomedical waste. But the dry part, I'm telling about the dry part. So they are converting into segregating into 56 categories. And with all our neighborhood support, see, we want some 10-15 families from our neighborhood. So we took it as a mission, and we started segregating, the other type like plastic covers and whatever reject like belt, whatever, even the inners, textile inners. So we cannot give to others to wear. So whatever is rejected, considered as reject, we collected everything, and we transported 800 kgs of waste last week. And MS Chellamuthu Trust, the mental illness center, mental health center, they contributed 200 kgs for this. And it's because they have a lot of medicine wrappers, covers, everything, and we successfully transported them. Again, there is a challenge here. There is a logistics involved. Virudhunagar, though it is around for 70 kilometers from here, still there is logistics. So challenge and carbon footprint. So we have to think a lot. and where they have to get permission for transportation, everything was involved. And they have their own challenges. The organization, they have their own challenges. So my earnest request here is, how can we take this forward? Like, can I definitely we need support from the government side to, even if we are ready to give our waste, these type of dry waste, we should get proper support from the government. So these are the things I want to put from my side. So thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yeah. Thank you, Steve. There was a wonderful message you have given. Two things I am taking from you. One is about imparting the message right from childhood to the children and putting them in the curriculum also, not as a choice, but as a mandatory thing. Number two is very important thing you talked about, like Madurai, all cities like Salem or Coimbatore, these are the hubs because the products which are being produced in and around the city still come over there. For Madurai is concerned, I have seen Kilaveli Vidi, that's all medicinal shops are there. Everywhere they pack everything in a single plastic sheet, and while they are going, they put in their bags and leave all plastic back over there. So this could be a small thing I'm talking about, but volumes when you talk about is going to be a major challenge. Of course, the point is well taken, and we are leaving to the forum to think it about it. And all the four presentations were very, very useful. Dr. Veerabhatman talked about the corporation level, community level, the responsibilities, and Priyadarshini talked about how an entrepreneur can become a waste management warrior. And Dr. Tanuja has given how an academic institution. There are a lot of academic institutions doing a lot of work. Even Bishop Weaver College, I have seen, they are collecting, they have almost 14 schools inside. All the paper waste is collected, and then there is a unit where the paper waste is converted into water, and they make pulp out of it, and then they make their own papers and even the binding of the files, different GSMs of this thing. So they are self-sufficient of making their own stationery inside the campus. So like that, there are a lot of models out there how academic institutions can become entrepreneurial center and incubation center, and making the youth to understand. And last one, Ms. Srividya's presentation on how the messages should be converted and communicated to the schools, to the youngsters, so that they can take over to the next interview. All four presentations are very good. And thank you so much for all the four experts for sharing their experiences. Now it's time for us to go for a question hour. We have very limited time. Before that, I would like to one second, Dr. Sudipta. Before that, I would like to invite Mr. V.T. Murthy. Okay, he's not around. And Ms. Cloud, would you like to say something? There is a request from Gopi. Ms. Cloud.
Ms. Fowler.
Fowler, yeah. All right.
Yes, good morning.
Please
yes,
introduce yourself. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Definitely very informative. We are very elementary in our waste management, in our space, in our ecosystem, and in our country. And this has been so enlightening. Mrs. Krishna and I have been texting each other and writing. And I think we're going to start in our own system, how we're going to start with the waste management. But I had a question. How do you start the culture of waste management in a system where it's not even being taught about, like in a school system? So how would you recommend we start?
Panelist, who is Dr. Veerabhatman? Srividya. Srividya, you're there
Yes,
in the
sir.
line?
Thank you so much for. Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you so much for raising this question. So I would recommend it definitely it should start from home first. So next is school, but even if we start at school, it should start from we are part of the environment and we are taking so much from the environment, but in return we should do good. So that culture should be brought in into the children's mind. Like we should start about what all good we should do to the environment. That is what I will say. say, right from the kindergarten level, we can start talking to them about littering, everything. So take the big picture environment as Mother Earth or whatever we want to convey them, take them their connectedness to the environment. So once they get connected to the environment and what all things they get from their environment, when we ask them to start thinking about in that way, we can slowly bring in that culture. That's what I feel.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Ms. Paula, you're from which country?
Sorry? Nigeria.
Nigeria. All right. All right.
Yes.
I'll send you the book published by Dr. Veerapatman to you, in which I have published one article which we experienced during our UNDP time working on tsunami rehabilitation. Formation of a resource center, a state-level resource center, where the government, the NGOs, non-government organizations, civil society organizations, the industry, and the academia, they form together, and then they form a platform, open platform, and it is a single window information source. All information, see, whatever we are talking about will be getting documented over there. All good practices, all kinds of elements and information, documents and literature, everything will be available. And then it can be separated into sections, and it should be properly digitally available to everyone. So what happens is the government should come out with some policies. NGOs who are connecting or bridging government with the community, they should take over. As Srividya said, they should create an awareness at the home level, and then they have to start with the school level and the community level. And third is industry should support the research and development and this activities awareness program by doing the CSR. And fourth one is the community should very well understand and then respond and produce the results so that a healthy community can be formed in a time of 5 to 6 years. That we have seen in many other places in Tamil Nadu, where we have activated a called resource center, a state resource center, where all information related to waste management will be available at single point, and you can always have online connectivity, and you can get information practice. And when you find something good, you can also document. You could be part of it. So that is how we are experimenting and trying to introduce this system. So, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, Dr. Sudeep.
Thank you, Suresh sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. So I have an allegation against AABN because every Sunday 10:30 onwards, you are stealing the show and you dictate to your show. So that is first and foremost allegation. Now, all these four amazing speakers, Veerapan sir, Priyadarshini, Tanuja ma'am, and Srividya ma'am, I am just floored by the presentation you gave. And Fowler actually took it up with the very important topic of how to educate. And Srividya ma'am started from home, went to school. Now we people...
Not audible, please. Not audible.
Dr. Sudhita, there's some technical slide.
Okay, am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first and foremost thing I already told is the four amazing speakers spoke on different perspectives, and Fowler actually took up a very important point, how to educate the milieu. And Srividya ma'am answered starting from home, going to school. Now, we from Karma Moksha Nirvana Foundation in Calcutta, we are working for last 10 years on upcycling and recycling waste in different forms. And the primary purpose of doing this is socio-economic empowerment of the marginalized society and get the work done by them. Number one. And number two, which is also very important, is not to take our textile waste to landfills, which a lot of you have told. Now, 4 weeks back, I was talking in this forum on design thinking. And design thinking and implementation of waste management, I was thinking while attending all four of you speaking what. I have 3 challenges to offer to you. but we understand that these good planets are really very tough to find. Earth being one of the good planets. And you know, whatever we do, we don't have rewards, we don't have punishments, we only have consequences. The way lead our life. No rewards, no punishments, only consequences. Good thing, good consequence, bad thing, bad consequences. And another important thing I also think when I am working on the field, that not being able to do something is not an excuse to do anything.
Yeah.
Important. So
Yeah.
all of us can do something. It's not an excuse that we can't do anything. Now, three things which I find as very challenging. Number one is segregation at source, which Sir has told, and also Priyadarshini touched upon. So we make papers, pulp has been processed with seed has been implanted in them, seeds for growing plants. So you throw the paper, you don't have to take it anywhere. Wherever you throw, put some water. That's all, a plant will start growing someday. So within the paper pulp itself, you have some possibility for the future. Similarly, for textiles, we are doing shredding of textiles and doing something. But the problem is making recyclable and upcycling products. So there are multiple ways we can do it. I want few more things, particularly from the book which Virappan sir has written, and Suresh sir committed, he will be sending it to me. So segregation of waste at source, even municipal wastes, nowadays they come for dry and wet waste segregation, e-waste and sanitary waste also. Another important challenge which I found is collection of waste, because process intervention is required. And there the see, somebody told here, and I have seen in China also, you just drop a PET bottle in a ATM which serves you drinks. Drinks means say Coca-Cola or Pepsi or whatever fruit juices. You have to deposit that plastic bottle so that in place of 100 rupees, you pay only 50 rupees. And that are collected back. So it is a very unique thing how you recollect back the waste. And somebody told here about what the corporates can do. Another important thing is sensitization and incentivization. So incentivization model I told. And the most important thing is the monetization of the recycled or upcycled product, monetization. Because people, when they are buying, they should know what they are buying and for a bigger and social cause. See, please understand, in India, we don't have that literate level of people everywhere. So we people who have education with us, we understand that in place of buying a plastic bag or a pouch or a carry bag, we should buy something which is a recycled or upcycled product. It helps livelihood, it helps the environment also. But the important thing is how many does it? So I think a very important thing which Tamil Nadu government has done also is rehabilitating the people from the plastic manufacturing industry to the recycled and upcycled industry, which we are doing in Calcutta. So we are converting the workers who are losing their livelihood in plastic manufacturing industry to our recycled and upcycling industry. So I want to know from the people out here in Tamil Nadu what you people are doing, because I still remember Madras Regiment and Bengal Regiment, they first fought the war of British India's independence in the Sepoy Mutiny 1857 together. We raised the cry, Vellore fort actually responded back. So we together fought a evil like British colonies. Now we can fight the West and do good for the environment. That's all from me. The three things: segregation at source, collection of waste, and pricing of recycled product. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Dr. Sudipto. Dr. Veerabatman, sir, you are there, right? Dr. Veerabatman?
That has to unmute himself.
Sir, unmute and speak, sir.
Yes.
Dr. Veerabatman, so it is a question from Dr. Sudipto that there is a loss of jobs from plastic industry into recycling industry. So what is your response? So Dr. Veerabatman is there, right?
Yes, he's there. Sir.
Is there. Meanwhile, I would like to invite Major Narayanan. So he is part of the forum. I would like to listen, hear from. hear from Dr. Veerabathan is there. So before going to that, let us ask him. Sir, you got a question from Dr. Sudipto. Sir, you have to unmute, sir. You have to unmute.
No, he's already unmuted.
Should I write it in the chat box also? People might be forgetting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That'll be better, sir.
Yeah. Dr. Veerabathan?
Sir, you're unmuted. Sir, you're muted, sir. Sir, you're not audible, sir. Veerabathan, sir. You're not audible, sir. Not audible, sir.
Anyway, meanwhile, we can invite Major Narayan to share his views on this topic we have been discussing. We'll be very happy to hear from him. Major Narayan, sir.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
SRS is from Melbourne. SRS is from Melbourne.
Yeah, can I? Okay.
Sir, so you can mention the name of mention the name of the presenter, sir, whom we are raising the
Okay.
question.
This is the S.R. Subramani from Melbourne, Australia.
Okay.
Thanks a lot for all the presenters. It was very interesting. I'm very impressed that things going on in India. Because I'm also very conscious of the waste, because I do a lot of organic farming and I have worm farm and recycle all green waste, everything. I try to do as much as possible. My only concern in India is here I can drink water from the tap. But unfortunately, that's not the case in India. Water is polluted everywhere in India. So I don't know anything is done, to improve that. But here for the factories, there are heavy penalties, if they let out any chemicals into the waterways. But unfortunately, I'm really concerned about the water. That's the basic thing everyone should have, the good water. So I'm concerned. I don't know whether there are any water treatment plants. It should be centralized in the council. Not everybody have their own treatment or they use plastic bottles. So that way you can reduce the waste as well as you can improve the health of the people. I don't know anything has been done on the water management. I'd like to hear your comments, please.
Yeah. Dr. Veerabathan?
Yes, sir. Is it audible? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I have answer for the first question. Who that first one of the
Dr. Sudiptos.
no. Before that, ladies from Nigeria.
Yeah, Fowler.
Okay.
Fowler
Yeah.
from
Okay.
Nigeria.
So that waste management is a concept. It's not an object. So the concept start in the minds of the people of every family. In Coimbatore, we have Kurudambalayam. It's a panchayat. So there is 17 streets. So each and every streets, we have collection points, we have composite center, and we have recycling disposable sites. So like that, we have to, nowadays it's waste management is centralized. So waste management should not be centralized. Taking all the waste in the one dump yard and segregation, then they will recycle. No. It should be decentralized in the ward level. That's why Tamil Nadu government started micro composite center, on-site composite center in near Namakkal district, Kumarapalayam, Pallipalayam. We have composite center in every street. That is on-site composite center. So that we have to change the technique. We have concept, but concept should become the technique. So technique should reach the people. It should be reachable and it is viable by the people. Even Sri Vidya madam was talking about the school children. So it's a big resource we have. So we have to change the mindsets of the people. Each children will tell the community, parents, the apartments with people, all the people will listen. So children will tell, definitely parents will listen. So there's a concept, child to community and child to people and child to family. So that concept we can adapt. Definitely we can do more. Next,
Dr. Sudipto.
Subito. So Doctor, he was talking about collection. So the source segregation, source means it's a house. How, not in a house, it's a kitchen. So our source segregation should start from the kitchen. So a lot of 60% of the waste generated in the kitchen. So what we have done in some of the apartments and some of the gated community, we have given the separate bags for dry waste and separate bins for wet waste and separate cotton bags for sanitary waste. Like that, we have given 3 containers. The bins, cotton bags for sanitary waste, and another cement bags for dry waste. So dry waste can be collected once in a week. The sanitary waste will be collected every day, and wet waste will be collected every day. So dry waste will be accumulated in the house itself. Once in a week only we will collect. And some of the commercial places, we are collecting a waste in the evening. So evening after 6 o'clock only they will throw all the paper, wrapper, everything outside. So that time we have collection point. So after 6 only we are collecting from the commercial people. So it won't come to the street and it won't come to the drainage. So like that we have modified the collection system with the help of local municipalities and corporations. And in corporation also some of the ward councillors, they are keen. They're so interested and they are doing among themselves. So like that also we can collect and we can do segregation.
Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. Sir, Balakrishnan, sir.
Hello.
Please.
Sir, vanakkam.
Sir, Balakrishnan.
Vanakkam.
Yeah,
Vanakkam. Vanakkam.
Yeah, vanakkam.
Vanakkam.
Balakrishnan sir, vanakkam.
Sir, correct video, audio?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Sir, Veerabhadran sir, Tirupur Corporation daily 700 tons வருதுன்னீங்க. அது வந்து you may shed all the material we can clear daily. Without shedding, we cannot do a single kilo. Okay. If you are having a shedding unit, you ask the corporation to put a shedding unit, its value up to 10 crore. It is a permanent solution. Daily, 700 tons, whatever the organic bio or whatever the material, you have to shed it. One thing. Secondly, all are going for contract. So the contractor don't want to segregate anything. The contractor wants bulk dumping, weight basis they are charging. So the contract should be cancelled. In old method, maybe the local collection, maybe local sorting, like that we have to do. With this, we have to give a presentation to the government. And disposal of plastic from local small panchayat like in nearby Chennai or Gumudi Pundia or Chengalpattu like that, they have to travel the material nearly 400 kilometers away from anywhere, cement plant. So the charges may be so high, they can't bear. So government should allot some fund such like that, small panchayat for disposing the plastic, just like Kerala. Kerala, they are giving 3 rupees 50 paise for the disposal of dry waste. Okay. And another pyrolysis in nowadays, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, the plastic pyrolysis is failure due to some reasons of machinery and everything. And my suggestion to this, ask the control board to have a regulation for the registration of all recyclers, all waste collection, disposal, recycler, like that everybody should have a registration, not a license. எனக்கு வந்து ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷனும் கிடையாது, லைசன்ஸும் கிடையாது. But I am doing plastic waste. January and February, I got a disposal of nearly 1,600 tons within 2 months. But I am not a registered person. I am having only GST. So just like that, your Priya also don't have any registration on the. He is also an NGO like that. So another one, you please insist the pollution control to control the local Tamil Nadu EPR, that is bulk waste generator, just like that. Some other Mirchi company, some other companies, they don't have any EPR workers to Tamil Nadu. You ask them to do the Tamil Nadu through Panchayat only. Then it is quite comfort. Now we are doing EPR with such like ITC, Dabur, just like corporate companies. We are not doing anything with the Tamil Nadu masala company, mirchi company, so sweet stall companies, and such like that companies. We don't have any EPR. So we can't pressurize them. The registration and the pollution control board has to stimulate them to do the EPR. That is one thing. Then Madam, Dr. Dhanuja Madam, you are making vermicomposting. I am having jute bags in waste management. I am getting some jute bags. I am having with me. I am in Tirumudivakam. If you are free, come and collect the jute bags. Okay? Srividya ma'am, that the government should not use, up to this time there is no support from the government. There is the Tamil Nadu government or Tamil Nadu Panchayat or corporation, there is no support for the NGO or any such like that. This is my conclusion. Thanks. And another one suggestion. Sir, 4 gold people are going to. You are giving 4 good gold people. It is a very long time. 10:30 to 1 o'clock. I can't sit 1 hour more than any place. So in future, to take 2 people, half an hour, and a suggestion half an hour. 1.5 hours, you will complete the session. It is almost 1 o'clock in my way. So many calls are also coming. And thanks, very good session. And thanks to Veerabhadman sir. And thanks to my Guruji, Priya. He has initiated me. Sir, I am having a data about the waste paper only. From Chennai, daily 2,000 metric ton of waste paper going to recycle. That's what I am having. But other items, nobody having. Tamil Nadu government or Tamil Nadu Plastic Association or anywhere. There won't be any data. We have to be a data with us. That can be do with the pollution control board. That is my conclusion. Thank you for your golden time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Actually,
Thank you.
speaking, your point is very well taken. But thing is, this forum, Annamalai, on various topics, sir. So this is one of the series. So this is not exclusively for architecture. We are going to take another one. Last week, Mangalam Balasubramanian's presentation was so good. So there was a request. Then we thought to introduce some of the practitioners so that they can keep in touch with them, including you, which a book I am going to give it to them from various countries. The calls are coming out. So we are just connecting. Next week, we will be going to some other topic. So within the limited time, I just wanted to introduce you on the panel and then put them on the floor so that those who want them, their service, they can be connected. That is the idea. Anyway, well taken, sir. Thank you, Balakrishnan sir, for your time. You are always participating whenever there is a last week. Also, your values are very good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Major Narayanan is available. Can we have you for a few words from him? Major Narayanan.
Major sir, you're around? Okay, sir. Okay, I think
Anyway, any other question, Dr. Kobi, you can take up.
Yes, sir, Mr. Ravi has a question. So, Ravi, please go on.
So good afternoon, sir. I'm Ravi from Madurai. I am part of this AABN core committee, sir. Actually, I asked Mr. C. Vidya madam to go to and visit the Vatakadai. It is a complete setup.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they produce vermicompost as well as plastic scraps. It is not till now. It is not taken by the government, or they don't have the market, sir. Can you support for vermicompost as well as the plastic scraps, sir? I think Vidya madam is also noticed that particular. Vidya madam?
Yes, yes, sir.
Please explain, madam. You day before yesterday visited.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I told about that they have collected all the plastic covers, segregated everything. They need some production. They are ready, willing to produce some good products out of plastic covers, but they are still they want support from the government or some sponsors, something like that for plastics. And regarding that vermicompost also, they are packing it and giving them, but they need support again for marketing. So marketing is a big issue for them.
Because they are staffs, there's corporation, the panchayat village scrap collectors only, sir. So they don't know knowledge about the marketing of vermicompost as well as the plastic waste, sir. If any guidance from this forum, most welcome, sir.
Yeah, we can. Priyadarshini, can you have?
Hello. Is it possible? Sir.
Sir.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, please go on. Please go on.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Ravi sir, I got a solution for you.
Sure.
ITC, Bangalore ITC, Mr. Murugesh, I can share his number. He is taking all kinds of plastics, even it's a low value, high value, anything. Only one condition, it should be bailed method. So you have to bail everything and give it to him, and he will take from anywhere from Tamil Nadu. So I can share his number, Mr. Murugesh from ITC Bangalore.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
Sir, they have a concern, sir. Actually, they want to make some products. They are even willing to make some products out of those plastic covers. Instead of transporting to other places, they want to make products so that these workers, they can have livelihood out of that. So that is what they are asking for. Like, yes, sir. They are willing to make some products.
Okay. So ITC, they have two group. One is WOW, wealth out of waste. So they are collecting all kinds of waste, including your vegetables, and they are doing segregation and product. And this Mr. Murugesh is collecting only plastic, least plastic, and they are doing a cupboard like plywood. They are making table chairs, plywood, and screens, cloth, everything. They are preparing in Bangalore. So I can share his number. You can take his response. Because from Velu, Tambaram, Avadi Corporation, we have sent so many tons of plastic to ITC. So they are
thanks for this, madam. This is that is the second phase, madam. Right now, we will dispose all the available plastic to Bangalore, madam. If any support from that, we can go for the second stage, madam.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Noted.
Producing the product.
Sure, sir.
So please share the number. We will contact Mr. Murugeshan, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, anybody else?
Mr.
Hello.
Raghavan?
Anybody else?
Hello, I am Sadanandam from Karur. Can I have some 1 minute, please?
Yeah, please go on, Sadanandam, sir.
In fact, I have given a lot of details to Mangalam madam, a lot of details. So I think you can go through it. Number one, the plastic is low density. It cannot be transported to other places. So it should be processed then and there, nearby, maybe about 25 kilometers, 50 kilometers like that, not 300, 400 kilometers, number one. Number two, it can be in Madurai Corporation or Chennai or wherever it is, just like a container, a small plant should be there which can do everything, shredding or burning and then making into pyro oil. Pyro oil, it is possible. Pyro oil, it is possible. One of my friend has done it there in Pallapatti near Karur, but the government support is not there. That is the problem. That is the problem right from either say Delhi tak. So all those things has to be sorted out. They are not bothered about it, but we have to bother. The sister Priyadarshini was telling, no, to our children has to live with good air and good water. For that reason, we have to do all those things combinedly. Combinedly, we have to do it. About that, I have done some 15 years work experience. I can also suggest what is all going on there or what we can do it like that. So that way I can also contribute some ideas and then join with you. Okay, thank you.
Exactly. That is what Balakrishna sir was telling about, the same thing. There is no support from the government. That is what Balakrishna sir is also completely dealing with plastics, and he is a very successful entrepreneur in dealing with plastics. So he was also the same thing, that line of support. We have to take it as a policy input and we have to talk to the government and see what we can do about it. Thank you very much.
Suresh sir, just one thing. Virapathan sir was asking some information about this ITC Grand Chola Chennai Summit. I have posted it in the chat box. So Virapathan sir, you can please check it. All the details.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Gopi sir, shall we close?
Yes, sir. So we'll close, sir. We'll close, sir. One last question. Anybody else has a question? You may please ask. One last question we'll take.
The best thing I can tell you is already Tamil Nadu has connected with me in Calcutta. Some thermocol recycling plant is coming, and the lady is laughing out there, smiling actually. So we are going to work across North-Side divide. So this is the outcome of AABN network.
Super.
So you people have made us addicted to this forum. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you all the panelists for your wonderful.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much for giving the platform.
Thank
you very much, sir. Thank you very much, all the panelists.
So much.
And from Africa, Fowler has to send us the contact detail because I am also having my footprints in Africa. So Fowler, I have sent you a request. So if you can oblige. Thank you.
Keep in touch.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much,
Thank you
very much, all the panelists for taking your time out.
Thank you.
To be with us. Thanks for your patience. Thank you very much, Suresh sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Gopi sir, you can close.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, everyone.